It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is Tracey. That's Noelle. Hi. This is episode 242. We're here to cover Before the 90 Days, season 6, episode 17, the Tell-All Part 1.
I wonder if there's gonna be 3 parts again.
Oh,
I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think 2 is necessary. Why can't you just do one episode?
Wait, so we're in the 3rd week of September right now?
Mm-hmm.
So the new 90 day comes on the 1st week of October.
I know, but I feel like they don't care. I feel like they just stack them.
Yeah. They're gonna stack.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I don't want that either. Well,
yeah.
Noelle, before we start this podcast, I have a lot of things to say.
I want to hear them.
Number 1, we have another podcast called So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, available exclusively on our Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And it's available right there down in the show notes. Just click the link, join the Patreon at the super duper trash talk level and up. And guess what? You could listen to So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast.
You could also listen to 90 Day Fiancé the other way.
Ooh, can you? That's amazing.
We're covering it.
Wow. Also, if you want to come and see us live at the New York Comedy Festival, you can buy tickets at traceycarnazzo.com for our live show, November 11th, 4 p.m. at Caveat on the Lower East Side in New York City.
It's at the link in my bio. I'll go to traceycarnazzo.com too.
It's at the link everywhere.
Yeah, come on, do the stuff. You're going to come. So just buy the ticket now instead of waiting, because if you don't have a ticket, you're dumb.
I'm just like, so I do not want to hear everyone's like, I didn't know you were having a live show.
You're gonna.
I know. They're like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you come to my house and knock on my door and say you were having a live show?
If I had $1 for every time someone did that, and it's like, oh, you should have told me, I would have gone.
Okay, I'm telling you. Here I am telling you. Go.
We're having a live show. Come. Go.
It's a small venue. You better buy tickets now. Just saying.
Yeah, and you know why? It's going to be the best time. You know how I know we're podcasting right now?
Because I have an itchy back. I've been scratching my back with this back scratcher all day. Thank you, Auntie Julia.
Why? Are you peeling?
No, I just have an itchy back. That's who I am. I probably have a fungus.
I think you are the least.
I probably have mushrooms growing on my back.
I used to have them in my shower.
I know you did. I don't know. All right, guys. Let's get on track. Let's talk about this tell-all. All right. So there's a lot that I didn't write down because it's like nothing happened. So
that's why this should be one part, because we would have more stuff.
Yes. Okay. So the first thing that I'd like to comment on, Riley wants to speak to Nicola, and he said to him, he said about him, don't use the Bible to justify your bad behavior. He's like, my mom always said that to me. And it's like, right. That's exactly what he does, though.
Yeah, he does, though. And you always would say that.
Always. He uses religion as an excuse to just be a jerk.
Yeah, you're right.
And he uses it when it's convenient for him.
But I want to talk about something very important.
Yeah.
Christian showed up in his biker gang jacket.
He did.
It said Adam Cats on the back, ATOM Cats.
Oh, maybe he's a part of the Adam Cat thing.
I want to know what this is. I need to look up this chapter of biker gang.
Oh, hold on one second. Maybe it's from The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, is that a thing?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that we were talking about Riley. It's just that was something that I couldn't ignore. Is that Christian actually thought that he was like hot shit walking in with that.
So it's from Fallout 4. I guess it's a video game.
I know what Fallout is because I actually used to play it on my phone.
Okay. Adam cool. Cats. So
he's wearing a Fallout jacket. But you know what though? Cleo is super into video games. So that actually makes sense.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah. I didn't know that he was.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
of course he was. Yes, you did, because he brought his VR glasses, and I love video games.
I just thought he had a kink.
A VR kink?
A VR kink.
Oh God, Noelle. So David comes with a translator, and so this is what I think the producers make people do. What? So the producers are like, okay, now talk about Amanda.
Yes.
And then Amanda comes walking in. Amanda walks in. First of all, she gets out of the car with a t-shirt on. Her t-shirt is tied up to her nose.
Her t-shirt is tied up to the nose, but it's all the way down in the back.
Yeah. And
she walked in like her shit does not stink into that room.
She's such a you know what.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Exactly. So now What was this with the bloody sword? I don't remember this.
Okay, me neither. But I think they're referring to Razvan was saying he wanted to have sex with Amanda, but she had her period, and
Right.
he would have a bloody sword. He didn't
Oh, gross.
care.
Okay, I just feel like I don't feel good. Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna go faint. So
Yeah,
she
well.
walks right into her seat with a puss on her face.
She's so nasty.
She's so nasty.
Let me ask you a question. Could
Mhm.
Misha be more beautiful? I'm just wondering.
We're
I'm
going to
just
talk about that.
wondering.
I have a lot of
Okay.
notes about that. It's
Thank
actually
you.
annoying.
Okay.
So Christian then says, there's just like a lot of good quotes here. I talk to women like they're people.
What does that mean? They're not people?
Yes,
So
that's exactly what it means.
So thank you so much. Right. Thank you so much, Hero Christian, for
Mhm.
talking to us, measly little women.
Just these women, just like, and he talks to them just like we're human as well.
Regular people.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Statler hates Jasmine, thinks she's toxic. And they're like, okay, now talk about Jasmine. Like they're
But it's
literally
also
making people do
Statler.
this.
You're toxic too. Hello?
I mean, there's just so many of them though.
Yeah.
So Gino has shocking news. Jasmine is there. No one likes Jasmine.
We also knew this, we saw the trailer for next season.
Also, Jasmine's wearing her pageant dress, her pageant shoes, her matching necklace, rhinestone necklace and earring set from Claire's.
So my problem was the jewelry set because she got this from Tyler's mom on Teen Mom. The dress wasn't bad. It's
not about that. It's like,
why don't they give them a dress code?
Why don't they make them all go to the same party?
Right. Nobody's ever going to the
I
same
will
party.
say this though.
Yeah.
Riley and Christian, they were kind of like matching.
I really liked their outfits.
Me too. The pink and the blue. Yeah.
The pink blazer on Riley. Loved it.
So cute.
Yeah.
He dresses nice.
He always dresses nice. He always looks very clean too, which I appreciate.
Yeah. But you know what? Gino looks disheveled all the time.
Always. He looks gross.
Oh God. All right. Now, Jasmine's
Tyree is
there.
on Zoom. Oh, yeah.
Rosvan's wearing a see-through shirt. Rosvan's wearing a beach cover-up.
So that shirt, I saw something very similar to that recently in TJ Maxx, and I thought about buying it. The season's over though.
For yourself.
I love shirts like that for myself,
but not for a man.
not for Matt.
You should buy Matt one for the tell-all.
You'd be like, "What the hell is this?"
It's like your nipples go out.
Right. Right. We just get to see your pecs the whole time.
Stop! I can't. Tyree's on video because he has COVID. Great, thanks. But they don't tell us that.
So I was thinking that too. I'm like, why don't you tell us that you have COVID? It's like I have a headache and a sore throat.
I know. I was like, ooh, Tyree's on video. Maybe he's in. Where was he? Where was that lady? Where did she live?
Barbados? Oh no, Colorado?
No, Barbados. I'm like, maybe
Barbados
he's in Barbados
originally.
with the real. Imagine he's like,
okay.
I've now moved to Barbados to find her.
I don't know. I was thinking like, why couldn't he come there? I don't know. It was weird.
COVID. So Jasmine talks about.
I think he's there, but in a hotel. That's what I think happened.
Oh, really?
He was. Yeah, I think that like he's in a hotel room. I think he got there and got sick.
Oh, okay. So Jasmine talks about the immigration interview and she's like, I just wanted them to tell me even no. And it's like, no, you didn't. Shut up.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And also, there are so many translators there for David.
David has every translator because there's a translator for David. Then there's a language translator. Then there's like
then there's
a
one
talker,
for like
a
if
signer.
Jasmine speaks Spanish.
Right.
And then,
that's just a whole band of.
He has the UN there.
The UN is all there. David's beard is not. Why are we talking about this? Who cares?
Because they need something to talk about. Because they need Sheila to not like something.
I know. So now Sean's like, Razvan is here.
So I'm thinking like, why didn't he say it's Razvan?
Because Sean always does things like this.
Razvan. Thank you for letting us know.
Razvan also says that he talks in riddles to us.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I had to take a step back so that we can grow our relationship. What?
I think he doesn't want to be with her.
Maybe. So Christian and Cleo are still together. Everyone is surprised.
Yeah, Razvan said he needed to take a step back from Amanda. I thought there was more to that. Sorry.
Also, Nicola and Misha have not seen each other in a year.
Yeah. Okay. So I had seen. No, that's the thing. It wasn't, but he was here very recently. I think that he came right after this.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but I saw a picture of them in like a Wawa or something.
So they're waiting for the annulment. And then Riley and Violet are not together. Violet wants to try to tell her truth here on this. I don't care about it.
I don't care.
Gino asked about the pregnancy, and Sean's like, well, we're going to find out.
Well, guess what? We're not going to find out this episode.
Misha and Nicola depend a lot on religion to solve their problems, but this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever feel like your brain is getting in its own way? I do. Like, you know what you should do and what's good for you, but you just can't do it. I think we all suffer from that. Therapy helps you figure out what's holding you back so you can work for yourself instead of against yourself. Therapy is super helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. I've really benefited from therapy because I did learn how to set boundaries in therapy. If you are thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Noelle and I do that all the time. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/fiance today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Gino and Jasmine live here in the U.S. She's wearing her pageant dress, and she's screaming about how cold it is in Michigan.
And who knew that Sean was from Michigan too?
Who knew? Now, we're going to talk about Dan, Dane, and Dean, who is all the same person.
Yes, they're all the same. It's the trifecta of Danes.
Amanda's like, why would you trust her?
Okay.
Amanda,
shut up. She says 2 sentences this whole time.
I know, and they're all negative. So Jasmine had dinner with Dane, Dean, Dan before she left. And they all commented it was Valentine's Day. He bought her flowers. And Christian implies that she's cheating.
But she didn't even know it was Valentine's Day until they saw the balloons, the heart-shaped balloons.
Sean asked about the sex tape. And she said she made the sex tape with Dan, Dean, Dane before she even met Gino. And she will delete it. Now, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
I kind of understand where Jasmine's coming from.
Why?
Because she's like, I don't like him. He's just a friend of mine.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that it's okay, because it's not okay, but I do understand
this is your behavior a little bit though. Yeah.
Because it's like, I know what I'm going to do and I know what I'm not going to do. And he's my friend.
Okay. I do agree with this though, because me, Noelle, I could have a guy bring me flowers, a card. I can go out to eat with them. I'm never going to do anything with them.
Okay. But what if Fairy came to your house and was like, I'm going to take you out for dinner.
Right.
Here are some flowers.
Right.
You're leaving for a very long time. I don't know when you're going to come back. Let's go out to dinner.
Right. And it's like, who cares? Why couldn't I do that?
Right.
I guess because we don't have a past like that. It's different.
I know, but even if you did, it's like, if you're not
attracted to someone, you're just not.
Right.
If you're not going to hook up with someone, you're just not.
You're just not.
Yeah, you're just not. And I like that she's like, oh, we just had too much sex. Like, we burned ourselves out.
Right. But she's over. This is kind of translates like that. She's like, I'm not into him.
She only dated him and her ex-husband and Gino. That's it.
Right. She's like, I'm not into him. He's not into me. That's it.
That's the reason. He say he was at a family vacation when she was talking to him? Right. So I think that he's like,
but that's what I'm saying, though. It's because she has no bad intentions.
Yeah.
That this is very hard for her to understand. It's very hard for her to not like. She's like, yeah, I texted him when I landed. It's like,
right. But why can't Gino talk to the checkout girl? You know what I mean?
But okay, so that's where you lose me, though, because it's like you can't do that. And then it's like, Gino's not sleeping with the checkout girl. He couldn't sleep with the checkout girl if he wanted to.
Right.
But she's not seeing this because she's still insanely jealous. But she knows what she's going to do and she knows what she's not going to do. And that's why it's hard for. That's why she doesn't really even hide it.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think she really hides it all that much.
She doesn't because she's like, there's nothing to hide.
Yeah, I could see that.
And that is where I understand. But I also understand the other side of it.
Yes.
So then we have to watch a video of Statler pooping in the field.
Okay. I have to tell you, I know that stomach things upset me. This wasn't a stomach thing. This was just upsetting. It was humiliating for her. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why we're doing this. Why Dempsey is scream laughing about this whole thing. Like, I would flip out if someone, like, if they showed that footage of me.
Yeah, I might just figure out where else to poop, though.
Well, no, of course. I'll poop in a cup before I do that.
So they will not be living on the farm. Now, here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
What did she do about her lease going up? She didn't move to the UK.
Right. Oh, wait. No, but we're talking about.
No, that was it. Yeah, but then there was a
okay. It's
video
over.
Statler.
Okay. Sorry. It's over. Uh-huh.
Come back to me.
Oh, no. I'm here. It's just I didn't scroll up. Okay. I'm here.
So they won't be living on the farm.
They're going to buy a camper.
And travel around Europe full time. And Statler goes, quote, "It's the ultimate lesbian dream."
I mean, that's funny. And you know what? Statler was much more likable on
She
this
was
than
more
she was
likable.
all season. And watching this
Dempsey
made
is
me
not
real.
likable.
So watching this made me realize that thing. If you go to our group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk on Facebook, you will see that I posted a thing on Reddit and they said that Dempsey was actually the really hard one and Dempsey was like not the nice one. And Statler overcompensated this season trying to take the attention off of Dempsey. And she figured, let me be the annoying one.
I could see it.
Now I see it.
Of course I see it.
I 100% believe it now.
So Dempsey said that she's going to do, quote, "bits of work here and there." And they haven't spoken about finances, but they're moving in a few weeks. Dempsey sold all her stuff. Statler's waiting.
Okay. First of all, I could never handle Statler doing anything like that. But so Statler's going to be the breadwinner.
I guess she makes a lot of money.
But they never talked about finances. That's bananas.
Okay, but how do you know she's going to be the breadwinner if you never talk about finances?
Right. She's going to do working here and there. Like what?
Bits of work here and there. What's she going to fix her own van?
Right. What are you going to do?
What are you going to pull over on the side of the road and waitress a few tables?
What are you going to do?
Also, what happened when you got back? Did your lease go up? You didn't move to the UK.
Right. There's so many. They didn't cover enough for me here.
Also, I don't think Statler wants to do this. And I think that's why she's not selling anything.
Statler doesn't want to do this. I think this is all Dempsey's idea. And Statler is afraid to be alone.
So then we see these videos of them saging her crotch and using a cleansing egg.
Okay, I have to tell you, I didn't like this more than I didn't like the poop.
Okay, but you know what I did like?
What?
How angry Nicola got.
Okay.
I love that.
He needs to get a life.
I would show him these videos all day long if I could.
Yeah, I could see that.
Then she said that she's done sex in church during mass. He was so angry.
His head exploded.
She should tell him that again and again and again.
But I don't like that. Noelle.
I know. It's not that. It's that
you like to piss him off. Yeah.
Nicola is so high and mighty. He's better than everyone. That it's just like, ha ha ha, Nicola. What's it say in the Bible about that? You jerk.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see. I know that she like purposely tries to bust his chops too, which is fine. Pretty funny.
So her friend Natalie comes out and she said that Statler moves quite quickly. And they're like, "What's so special about Dempsey?" And she's like, "Oh, there's nothing special
There's
about
nothing
Dempsey."
special about her, which I believe.
But then Dempsey said that her opinion's invalid. Dempsey's very unlikable in this.
But okay, the faces she makes the whole time.
She looks very pretty though.
Yeah. I need her dress. Number one, could she look
that's
more
her
beautiful
color.
and green?
That's her color.
But like they're asking her questions, she won't answer.
She's like, "Yep, yeah." She's
and
nasty.
You know what? It's true. We were wrong about her.
Yeah, she's nasty.
We were wrong about her. She's nasty.
She's nasty. Statler's not nasty.
Statler's not nasty at all. I think Statler really just tried to take the heat off Dempsey.
Yeah, because Dempsey was being so nasty that she was trying to be like, "Oh my God, look over here."
So before I watched this, I was looking at Statler's Instagram page from our 90 Day Fiance page, and she had a whole post thanking all of the producers and saying like the show wouldn't be there without them, and like all these thanks of them. She was like, "I don't want to tag you guys because I don't want to make you feel weird." She posted all pictures of them with the producers, like the nicest post, and I'm like, you are a nice person. That was really
because she was hanging out with the staff because she couldn't hang out with Dempsey,
right? But she was just like basically like, "You guys are amazing." And it's like, I don't think they get enough recognition. And I just thought that was so, she was like, "You missed time with your families. You were out in the cold. Like you did all this stuff with us." And nobody ever recognizes them.
They bonded with her. Yes.
I thought that was so nice of her. And it shows you her character.
Yes. I agree with you. So Statler said that she would like to go to couples therapy with Dempsey. I mean, can we just call it quits?
So you've been together for 3 months. You have to go to couples therapy?
Stop. It's probably not working.
Couples therapy.
Well, they don't know if they want kids now. Now
nobody knows because nobody wants to break up.
Right. Because Statler's like, "I actually don't even want to be in this van. So whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm actually gonna probably break up with you."
That's the thing. Statler doesn't want to be there.
I know. And her friend Natalie cries about how much she loves Statler. That was funny.
That was so cute. Everybody's like, oh, Natalie, it must be like an ex, or Natalie's like obsessed with
I would cry about you.
Yeah. I am like, I would have cried over Tracey. I would have gone there and told her boyfriend that he wasn't special too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll tell your husband he's not special, right to his face.
I know. And then he'd cry, honestly.
And
he would not
like,
react like Dempsey did.
He'd be like, you all the way.
He'd be like, you really hurt my feelings.
Oh man. All right. Moving on to Misha and Nicola. So he's coming to New York City next week. Okay, let's talk about her looks.
Everything about her is perfect.
Okay.
She looks better here.
Could her hair look better than
never?
Okay. Her eyes match her dress. Her eyes are aqua.
She posted a picture.
Her eyes are turquoise.
Her eyes are turquoise. She posted a picture yesterday about when the tell-all was going to be on. She'd be on a plane. Her hair is like incredible. Even on this random picture, she was on a flight.
She's so pretty. I wish that she didn't have her upper lip overfilled.
It'll go away.
Okay, but I want her to not do it again.
I don't care because I think she's that pretty.
She's really pretty. So
she is gorgeous. She's perfect. I love her. I want to be her. Yeah,
I really like. I just like.
You're
her
right.
too.
She has turquoise eyes.
She has turquoise eyes.
Why is she
her
so
daughters
nice?
do too?
Her daughters are beautiful.
Her daughters have the same eyes as her.
But I know that she's mentally ill because her daughter's names rhyme. But that's another color.
So they just trust God for the annulment. But she reveals that she did get the annulment. And Jasmine screams that he's going to lose his virginity.
That was so funny. She's like, "Are you so excited? You're gonna fall? Are you so excited?" Oh, it's so funny.
He said that that's not what the Bible says, that they can't have sex before marriage. He says he knows everything about women because he learned it in 5th grade and he learned everything in science.
I learned it by watching you.
And they made fun of him forever.
I mean, that's
and ever
hilarious.
And ever. I thought that was so funny. Riley was making fun of Christian, was making fun of him, and it's like, good, Nicola, you're not nice to people. You're like not nice.
No, you're not.
He said that a woman's not rocket science, and he said that God wouldn't have made anything too hard, and that Misha will teach him.
And Riley's like, "You're gonna finish in 12 seconds."
Riley also said you're gonna need your inhaler.
That was funny.
And that's how you know Riley's from Queens.
100%.
Roasting him.
He was.
So, and then Nicola said that Viagra is sacrilegious. Do you see the rules he makes up?
Why would that be sacrilegious?
What's that in the book of Daniel?
Right.
Chapter 11?
Right.
You jerk. So this is when her daughters come out.
So what is it? Moria and Savia? Or it's like more. I wrote it phonetically. Moria and Savia. It's
yeah,
like,
I can't.
Their names rhyme.
I can't.
Your names rhyme. Your names rhyme.
Can we just call them something else?
Like Mor and Sa? I don't know.
I don't know.
Darcy and Stacy? I don't know.
Let's call them Darcy and Stacy. So Nicola, they're like, so Nicola, what if these girls want to hang out with boys? He's like, oh, I'm not the rule maker for the kids. And then they show Nicola and Misha fighting for the girls. They're like, hey, you want to get really upset?
Yes.
And then he says, quote, men have to be men. And he said, these days, men are men and men are women and women are men. And they switch roles. So the funny thing is they show this line in the coming attractions of last week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's going to say like trans things.
That's what I thought.
And they just made it look like that.
I love that Statler's like, bleh.
That was so funny.
The whole time he's talking. Very funny.
That was super funny. So he said that God created men for women, not women for men. And Amanda starts agreeing with all of this. Amanda,
of course she does.
Amanda.
She's very religious.
She's so religious. And she agrees that the man leads the house and that God is the overall head of the household. So God pays the electric
and the Wi-Fi.
And the Wi-Fi, yeah. Let me tell you something what God did over here. I almost got cable from God, but
that's a horse of another color. Her daughter had the craziest.
God pays my MasterCard.
I need your type of God.
Yeah, you gotta get. I can.
You can hook me up with your God. Her daughter had the craziest scrunchy tan line on her wrist I've ever seen in my whole life.
Maybe it was her Fitbit.
Maybe it was her Fitbit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. It was most likely her Fitbit because she had the same line that you do.
I have the same. It's not a scrunchie, Noelle.
Let me see. Yep. You know what? I saw her Fitbit line. I don't know what it was. The Maria, Saria. I don't know. One of them.
It was Darcy and Stacy. Okay. So Amanda said she's very religious and what God wants to happen will happen. Shut up, Amanda. God killed your husband.
Yeah. And oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, all of a sudden we have so much faith.
No, I know. It's like, Amanda, you're the meanest person I've ever seen in my whole life.
Mean.
Yeah, you're so mean.
Well,
what else?
What
else did God do for you, Amanda? Tell me.
Oh man, yeah, she's so religious. That's why she made a bloody sword.
Yeah, you're so religious, right? That's why you were basically like pouncing on him when his parents were there. So religious. Your sister's a crackhead. So religious.
I have to get my inhaler. Oh man. Okay. So all of a sudden Nicola's like, well, I'm in a relationship with you, not your kids. He wants nothing to do with these children.
But it's so weird because like I do think he would go there and try to assert dominance.
Of course he would, but also he's trying to make it like he doesn't even want to talk to them.
Right. Like,
and she's like, no, you're gonna separate. You're gonna have to like live with my daughters too. And
what
he's
does
like,
she like about him?
What does she like about him?
Yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you, she's getting fed up with this religious stuff too.
Right. Because I mean,
she's like, oh, I know. Jesus. Yes. I love that you love Jesus. Okay. All right.
So my daughter can have a boyfriend if she wants a boyfriend.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesus.
You could take a Viagra if you need it. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay. So now, let's talk about Riley and Violet. So he said that it's very common for Americans dating abroad to hire an investigator. Listen, Riley, whatever makes you feel better.
Yeah, sure. If that's common. Yeah, that's one of our customs, Riley.
Yes, that's what we do. That's also in Luke chapter 4.
Of course it is.
Thou shalt hire a private investigator if thou is dating on any kind of Southeast Asian dating website. That's what it says. Luke chapter 4, verse 11 through 12.
Thou shalt not put any other private investigators before me.
Yep, that's one of the commandments right there. All right. So he said that they were like, if you doubted her so much, then why don't you just break up with her? And he's like, I did. But then she called like my whole family. And it's like,
she begged them.
I know, but this is what men do.
How many telling?
How many men are like, you're like, so break up with your girlfriend. And they're like, I can't. She won't let me. And it's like, they call 911.
How many men are like, aka my husband a long time ago would be like, yeah, I had to come over. You like begged me to. It's like, I begged you to.
I also begged you to be a decent person. It didn't really affect you.
Yeah. I begged you to come over.
Oh, like, yeah.
They love the use of the word beg.
You didn't let me not. Okay.
No, right.
You have no free will. That's good. All of a sudden you have no free will. Oh man. All right. So now we bring out Tiffany. So she said that. So now this is a funny thing. She said that she deleted the profile, but she didn't delete. She deleted the app, not the profile.
Right.
Then he said that he was checking on her. She said that she was checking on him. There was a meme online and it was Spider-Man and Spider-Man.
Oh my God. And everybody's pointing the fingers at each other.
Yeah. And it was like Riley checking on Violet while Violet's checking on Riley. It's like, all right, guys, just call it a wash.
Right. Who cares at this point? And obviously Tiffany is there because she does not like Violet.
Of course.
So why have her there?
Because she doesn't like Violet. Right. So they think that Violet was keeping her options open. And I
like that she's like, I'm not high tech. Very funny.
All right. So she said that she is or was pregnant. I don't know if I feel like it's not current.
Okay. Me too. I don't know. And then they don't answer it anyway.
And then Violet starts crying. She did the pregnancy test in front of him, and he doesn't think that that's accurate. So this is where he loses me a little bit, right?
Me too.
Because he's like, wouldn't you go to the doctor to confirm it? And it's like, so the thing is,
a false positive is like pretty rare. A false negative isn't.
Sure. But also, doctors don't see you just because you're pregnant. Like,
no.
They're like, okay, go ahead.
Right. Now keep
for a
living.
Little bit. Yeah. They're like, keep doing that. Unless there's a problem, you don't see the doctor for a little while. Right. You don't have to.
Right.
So he said that he needed her to go to the international hospital so that they could speak English to him. So he wanted control of her records. That's what it was.
Okay. I do get that. Like why he wanted that.
But this is what's happening. Whether it's wrong or right, this is what's happening. So he doesn't think it's his. He thinks she's lying to get him to commit because, well, she really did. As soon as she said that she was pregnant, she's like, okay, so now are you going to marry me?
Right. I mean, she did not play this very well.
He thinks she's lying to get him to commit. And she said that he always thinks she lies. And he's like, all right, cut it out. And he thinks that she's lying to manipulate him because who said to him, like, you think that she would, or was it Jasmine? You think that she would lie about that? He's like, yes.
I don't know if it was Jasmine, but someone did say that to him.
Yeah. And he's like, yes.
But that's the thing. He said it like that too. So
and I'm
fast.
like, I wonder if he's right.
I gotta tell you, I like a little bit think he's right.
I know. Because it's
So
almost
now
like
she's
you don't
coming
know how
to America.
She is?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I didn't
he
hear
said
him.
she's coming in a week.
Oh.
So, but you're not
Is she
together.
crowning?
But that's what I mean. You're not together.
Maybe he wants to see the baby.
Maybe he wants to see the baby. He's gonna say, spread him.
He's gonna be like, let me see the baby.
Spread him. I
Can't even, and he's gonna be like, I can't even see the baby.
I got a Vice script right here.
Great. Start pushing.
Yeah, she's coming. She's gonna come see him. So there's no way to know what happens.
Okay, well, hopefully we see soon.
I'm gonna need a little more from the tell-all than this.
Well, you're gonna have another part at least.
Or maybe 13 more. Who knows?
Maybe 14.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, guys, you know where to go. TraceyCarnazzo.com. That's where you're going to buy tickets to our live show on November 11th at 4 p.m. at Caveat on the Lower East Side. We did this. How nice of us to do that at 4 o'clock.
Right? I know.
We're
4 o'clock.
Really nice.
4 o'clock.
I know. It's like Saturday, 4 o'clock.
How can you? It's not like we're doing it like a Monday at 4 o'clock.
No, we're doing it
Saturday.
On a Saturday afternoon. I will say this. We've had a few live shows. We've done them all in the afternoon for you guys.
Yes.
And everyone loves the afternoonish.
I love the afternoon.
Me too.
Because I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Like later.
Go home immediately. If not sooner.
Like I'm home already.
I'm already home from that show. TraceyCarnazzo.com. Caveat on the Lower East Side of New York City. If you guys are going to be in New York City on 11/11 or travel to New York City on 11/11.
And don't be afraid to come alone because there's going to be a bunch of people.
No, there's
going to
be a bunch of. I'm going to be alone.
Yeah. Are you going to be alone?
You're going to come with me? I don't have a date.
No, I know, but we're going to be alone together.
You're going to be alone too.
Yeah, we're going to be alone together. Matt will be there. You guys want to?
Yeah, so I don't even have. Right. I mean, I'm alone.
Yeah, maybe you'll have Dan.
Great. Great. Oh, the rest of my life's going to be so scary.
Oh, Tracey.
I have a bunch of upcoming show dates, including I'll be in Maryland at some time in October. So go to TraceyCarnazzo.com. I don't know what's happening. I'm doing 3 shows in the New York Comedy Festival, including this show. I might be doing more. You never know. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates. I don't know where I'll be.
That's how I find out where you're going to be.
That's how I find out where I'm going to be.
Yeah. I'm like, what's Tracey doing next Saturday? I'm going to ask her to come over. Wait, let me check her schedule first.
I go to TraceyCarnazzo.com 10 times a day.
Yeah. That's how I find out.
Yeah, me too. That's how I have no clue what's going on. So go over there if you guys don't have a clue either. 90-day podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And I've been posting a lot of clips. So go over, check out the clips. Noelle and I were on The Thing Is on Gas Digital, and we posted a clip of that as well. It's a great podcast.
So fun.
You know her, you love her, Shannon Lee. She's been on this show, and it's her podcast. So go check it out. Shannon Lee 6982 is her Instagram. So go over there.
Good for you.
Thanks so much,
guys. Also, listen to BS because we were hung out with Gavin Rosdale.
Listen, it's not a big deal. We're good friends with Gavin Rosdale, and we had reunited with him the other night. So if you want to hear exactly what happened and
about the kissing,
I was going to say, and who hooked up with him, just go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. It's right down there in the show notes, and you'll hear who kissed Gavin in a romantic way.
Okay.
We'll see you next week, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com.